feel like it's people out here minding their business. I admit I've been seeing a lot of color coordination, but I trust that they're minding their business. The one thing that I was shocked to see is yet again the bag. Now, I'm about to pass this person. I don't know if they still have it because you know how they are. Like I told you, a family passed me, and it was 3 kids. One had on red, one had on blue, and another one had on a darker blue. And she had on red and blue. And then her bag, it was either the Puerto Rican or the Dominican flag. I don't know. But I'm in an area that I come to, but I don't come to a whole lot. Now I'm putting it because I just like, why they like this? The people was going by the water fountain. It's 2 sides of it. Father wants me to not to, and this is for people like you could feel how you want, like you don't believe in God, but he wants me to not actually put them. He wants me to be forgiven and just accept that I don't know what's their status on why they feel that they could do this kind of stuff. Because we actually probably could have been like best friends, but you know, it is what it is. Like the real me, if only they would just like allow me to be me and not be in bitter and anger and not being, I don't think I'm that bad. And then I realized that it has to be mind control, or maybe it is blackmailing, or maybe they just don't like us. I don't know, but all 3 of them, the only one I would accept is mind control, and even then that's still annoying. Like, why are you so... Say we went through it a few times and they caught us slipping and we do stuff that we didn't expect, but y'all so under it. Like y'all mad under it. Like it's not mind control when they took the whole damn thing. Like they just, that's it. So this is a park that I don't come to a lot, and when I tell you that everybody got on red and blue out here though, there was these 2 guys that sitting, like they were sitting right here. You see where this is at? Like you can't see, like say you sitting here in a chair, you can't, but it was higher, you can't see the ocean. So who would like sit right here per se, but don't want to see that? Like that's just, I thought that was another bag. But yeah, she looked like she's one of the ones that probably didn't want to do it. And they just like, look, you either you gonna do it or you don't. And I'll be honest, sometimes I do feel bad because there's a lot of stuff that I did that I really didn't expect to do. So more and more as I hear people, I'm thinking about it. Like even when I be like, oh, you got blackmailed, so what? I don't care. Like you're still a sucker. All right, a part of me really do feel that way. Like okay. But then they were referring to well yeah, technically the Bible. There's always people that really don't bang with God but keep using references from his book. Like either you down or you not. Like go through the battle or don't. You feel me? But basically the part with Peter was just, he was very passionate for Jesus, but he had his flaws too. He didn't know that he suffered from fear and he suffered from being a coward sometimes too. So it was a time when the Lord knew basically before that he was about to get killed. And he like basically, one of y'all about to betray me, but I feel like it was actually before that. He basically like, I'm about to get killed. And Peter like, oh no, I'm good. Like I'm riding with you forever, Lord. They ain't gonna do nothing. And Jesus like, yo, like you're gonna deny me 3 times. And that literally what happened. So it's not that Peter was like some type of coward all around. It's just he went through a stage of fearing. He went through a stage of failing. He went through a stage of being full of himself. Like he thought that he was brave. He really wanted to ride for his Lord. But you know, he was a coward. But then what happened when Peter, after he went through his shame and he went back to being a fisherman, the Lord came to get him. And the same way he denied him 3 times, he asked him 3 times, do you love me, Peter? And Peter like, yeah. So he like, feed the fish, feed the flock, feed my people. So that was forgiveness right there. So that showed you that, yeah, you could start off as a coward, but you can end up a courageous man. So in that sense, that's why I was like, even if we are in a sense when we be speaking, we be like, okay, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and then we end up fronting and we end up being a coward just like Peter. You see that he came back twofold. He had to go through his stage of failing. He had to go through his stage of being scared. But then he came around when he realized that he really had him. He had the Lord back him up, and he stood on what he stood. He standed on what he stood for, and he died for it. And that's just what it was. So with this situation, when I think about forgiving these people, I'm like, okay, I say the same thing, like, oh, I wouldn't do this, I truly don't think I would do this, guy. I don't want to get to this level. That's not how I bang. I don't care what they say. But I have did disrespectful things. I have did reckless things. I have did harmful things. I have did things that caused, is spiritually, mentally, physically, or emotionally have harmed people, and I didn't expect me to do that. You know, so I'm one of those people that I didn't expect to do something, and it happened. So I try to be open-minded with that when it comes to them. Like, okay, the ones that's being blackmailed or the ones that's being mind controlled. But the ones that's just a part of it, they can suck nuts for all I care. That's the ones that's a part of it and just doing it just because they're petty or jealous or they just envious or they low-leveled or they just empty or they have no substance, no integrity. They can suck nuts. But the ones that's in mind control or getting blackmailed, I do feel bad. Like, well, all right, maybe I could learn to just accept that this kind of happened to you and it happens to all kind of people. It's okay. I knew it. So I said, okay, maybe they was going to get the spot. This couple did genuinely ask me, can they have the spot? They share it, but I wanted to be alone. So I said, when I come back, I'm pretty sure they're going to probably have it. So I should prepare myself so they can enjoy it, because I had it the first half. And then, you know, it's a public park. We should all be able to enjoy it. I'll just find another area. But they did ask, though. They was nice. They left. But I do like coming back here. It's so much of the park you see, and then it's like here. Sad to say, this is the condition that the people put us in, that you want to be out and open and you want to engage with people, but you just like, I don't really know if I can do that. I don't think I can. So, no, I'm going to sit at the beach thing. I just got to find an area. Let me see. Because right here, I was sitting here earlier, guys, I was cooking up. I was like, all these fuckers are back. Ain't that a bitch? So I guess they really did enjoy it. They wanted to enjoy the park. I'ma just... I would just let them be. Because they have their right and stuff. And yo, I just went to the bathroom and they moved it like quickly. And then there's people down there. I'm trying to think. Let me see. But they moved in quickly. I was like, shit. With the couple, not these ones. I don't care about them. But with the first couple, because they was originally trying to sit behind me, and I said, we're not doing that. So shenanigans. Maybe I should go on the actual beach. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Baby, trying to think. They really stole my spot. Yeah, I don't want to be the actual kids, because I feel bad, like, you know what I've done. But, alright, so let me see, I got 7 points. I'm going to go on the beach then, like on the actual one. It calmed down with the sun, so it's not as bad. I'm going to put this thing, it's dealing with mind control, basically. I'm still watching it. I'm about to watch the rest of the audio. Right, I'm about to sit. They got all the good spots. I'm not even going to front. What type of shit is that? I just want to find like shade. The sun is not beaming like it was before. But I just want to find shade. They really did get the good spots on the beach, guys. Which is kind of messed up. I'm going to actually go where they was probably at. See what that was about. If it cuts off, I'm going to get at you in a bit. But like I was saying, the audio I was watching, it was dealing with mind control. And it's interesting. It was talking about the drug choices that they was giving people. A lot of people was like harming themselves. Just they use a lot of LSD, and I've heard people even speak of that in a sense. And I'm like, okay, that's taking it too far. A lot of people say it's they say psychedelic, but even celebrities and certain people that just always talking about when they want to get closer to a being or closer to an entity, they want to take LSD. So I suggest y'all, I would just personally stay away from that. But they was using that for mind control. They mentioned marijuana, and they mentioned where this is where they was at last time? Yeah, I think this is where they was at last time. I'll sit here. Hello? Yeah, I'll sit right here. I don't care that those kids is right there. But hold on, guys. Let me pause. Yeah, so it's like this. Is it really weird that? Oh yeah, there's definitely some of them over there. But I don't know if y'all will be able to see it. But there's definitely people that's coming off this boat that's signaling. And maybe thirsty, guys. It's not everybody. I only saw like, oh, he's real thirsty. Oh wow. I should record it. But where does this boat go? Nah, everybody's getting off the boat. There should be no reason for them to come down this way. Like, if you're going to enjoy the park, enjoy it. But there's no need for them, and I don't want them to come down this way. But, you know, there's always those few thirsty that say, hey, why not? We'll be willing. You remember the couple from earlier? Why are they back in the same spot? The second couple. Why are they back over there?